in that area. And so then as I continued down Corral Hill, and then at the bottom of Corral Hill, I looked down at my sled. And you know what the runners look like, right? We have plastic, runner plastic. And I have the close up. Anyway, right here, you've got your runner right there. And there's rudder plastic that you slide into a groove that goes all the way up to about to there. The rudder plastic, right about there, all of that back there was torn out of the groove. And I'm looking at that, trying to figure out what on earth happened. And I had no explanation. So I went a little bit further where I was out of the way of all the racers. And I set my sled hook, and I flipped my sled over, and I took that rudder plastic out, and I re-slid it in. And all I could think of was it was new rudder plastic, and I was wondering, you know, if there was something wrong with it. And then I saw this rope that was hanging below, in between my two runners. And then I knew what caused my accident. That rope should not have been there, and it was hanging, you know, dangling there, and I ran over it. And that caused my sled to come to a very, very abrupt stop, and the sled slipped. And the snow was so hard packed because we hadn't had any snow since December. And so a lot of snow machine traffic, you know, compacting it. So when I flipped over, I broke 4 ribs, punctured my lung, and had a partially collapsed lung. And then I found out later that I also bruised my spleen and tore a rotator cuff and cracked my shoulder. So I got up and went down Corral Hill, I got, you know, upright to the sled and kept going, went to Yentman, took care of my dogs, and then when I was bending over to take off all the booties for 16 dogs, you know, it was really evident that I was pretty badly hurt, but I couldn't scratch in Yentman because that's only 42 miles. So I went and tried to lay down and get an hour of sleep, and I got back up and came back out and drove my dog team to Squetna, and that's where I knew that I had to scratch because I could not have taken care of my dogs. And then after that, when I flew off the trail, and Bob picked me up, he took me to the hospital, and I spent 2 days in intensive care, and then took me, I think, about a couple of weeks before the lungs reinflated and everything. So I'm doing great and well on the road to recovery. I still have 2 ribs that give me problems, and the shoulders, they don't like to raise higher than about so. So that's the story of my Iditarod. It was really a bummer and a very big disappointment, you know, but life goes on. So, you guys have questions? Yeah.
Are you going to run race again next year?
You know, I'm not sure. I'd like to, but I'm going to have to see how my injuries, you know, go, and also, you know, financially I took a really, really big hit because I can't work right now either. Yeah. If you've done your 24 and your 8, can you still do more? Yes. So most mushers take a rest at every checkpoint, but at certain areas on the race, you have to do a mandatory 8, mandatory 24, and another mandatory 8. And there are lots of teams that will do, you know, 8-hour rest. Yeah. I'll come back. Okay, if you don't, what now? It's not, you know, it can happen, but it's not that common. But you can have dogs in your own team. You know, and I had that happen. I had one of my friends, Angie's dogs, with my team, and I had a dog fight where one of my dogs did get hurt. And he was okay. He was able to finish him no. Yeah. He's a black lab. His name is Buzz. Yeah. I sure did. I played baritone horn. You know what that is? Does anybody play baritone? What?
You can band trials.
Oh, did you really?